What up, YouTube? Knowledge is self-determination. This video isn't going to be real long at all. I've been trying to work on a way to say what I need to say and just keep it short and sweet. But here's a list of the cities, the top 25 cities in America. And this is a current list as of 2017. The highest murder rates in America, and it's in descending order, mind you, meaning that the cities with the highest murder rates are the top of the list, going down to the cities with the lowest murder rates. Now, we've been hearing reports about Chicago having over 760 murders up to the point of 4th of July weekend, so on and so forth, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Over 100 people were shot on the actual weekend, like Friday or Saturday, something like that. And then the days following, more and more people were shot, blah. But the thing is, where the fuck are the eyewitness reports? Where are the eyewitness reports? Who are all these people? How come they haven't interviewed any of these people that were shot and killed? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is the Orson Welles War of the World shit all over again. You guys don't. Well, I don't remember it either because I wasn't even fucking born. This is before TV was mainstream. The Orson Welles War of the World. This dude came on the radio with a fake news report about fucking aliens invading the planet. People lost their shit. People lost their minds and really believed that aliens were taking over the planet. People were going fucking crazy. And it was a news report. They had no proof, no evidence whatsoever, but they believed it anyway. I remember when we were about to make the transition from 1999 to 2000. Oh, the computers, they can't make the transition. They're going to revert back to whatever the fuck they're not going to be able to make the transition from 1999 to 2000. Everything's going to go back to zero, and then all the nukes are going to launch. People lost their fucking minds. Hit up Walmarts, supermarkets, bought all the water, bread. People went fucking crazy. And what happened? Some cash registers, some fucking gas pumps. You know what I'm saying? Misfired or some shit like that. It was nothing serious whatsoever. Mass hysteria because people fed you some shit and you believed it. And they constantly do little shit like this to test how fucking gullible people are in this country. What makes you think they're not doing the same thing with these violent reports coming out of these mostly all black cities? You don't think that they're controlling the narrative and trying to sway your opinion to believe something that's not true? Black people are the most violent people in this country, but yet white people commit more crimes than all other races of people combined. Really? They lead the country in murders, violent assaults, rapes, drug addiction, opioid addiction, overdosing. You name it, they lead the country. Now, this is what they'll say. Oh, there are more white people in the country, so naturally there'll be more white people committing crime because of our population size. But there are no studies that confirm positively. There are no studies that confirm this at all, that population size is a driving force in crime. That's complete buffoonery. It's complete bullshit. And it's a tactic used by dumb people to confuse people that are dumber than them. When was the last time you seen any media outlet actually interview somebody who knew these statistics? They don't do that shit. They don't. And if they do, they try to ambush. They do what is called ambush journalism. They'll have you versus 4 other people. The ball starts rolling. Everybody starts talking. You don't ever get to hear what anybody really has to say. And they don't ever ask the questions that are actually pertaining to the situation at hand. But you guys have had time to look at the list. The first 17 cities, Chicago wasn't even on that motherfucker. First 20 cities, Chicago's not there. First 23 cities, Chicago's not there. You get to the bottom 2 cities. See, bottom 2. There's Chicago right there. Number 24 out of 25. 760 people murdered at the halfway point of the year. and they're number 24, and you believe this. I'm just curious about this. That's all. How's that possible? Here's another thing. Here's another little thing about Chicago. They have devices that actually monitor and register sounds of gunshots. Well, during 4th of July weekend, that device was completely fucking useless because it was registering fucking fireworks as gunshots as well. So their numbers are off. And in the initial report, which I watched Cynthia G's video on, they have a crime analyst who brings that point up and says that this is very confusing because the numbers are askew because now we don't really know how many actual gunshots there were because the shit was registering fireworks as gunshots. But they tell you that at the ass end of the fucking story, not at the beginning. They get you hooked with the headline. Over 100 people shot over 4th of July weekend in Chicago. And then later on in the article, they say, oh, well, but all of those gunshots weren't really gunshots. Man, come on. You can believe what you want. You know what I'm saying? You can believe what you want. But, my bullshit detector has been on point ever since I was 8. And that motherfucker hasn't failed me yet. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. But you guys think for yourselves. You let me know. I just wanted you guys to see this list. Show it again. I just wanted you guys to see this list. You tell me how violent Chicago really is. You tell me how violent it is. You know what I mean? I haven't been to all these cities. I've been to West Palm Beach, Florida. I've been to Baltimore. I lived in Baltimore. Let's see. I've been to Hartford, Connecticut. Been to D.C. Haven't done a lot of Midwest traveling. Been to San Bernardino. Haven't been to Oakland yet. Been to Atlanta. Been to Richmond. Been to Philly. I've been to a lot of these cities. Not all. Been to North Carolina. If it's on the East Coast, I've been there for the most part. But this is the narrative that they control, and this is what they want you to think. This is how they control the narrative. This is how they control what you think and what you believe about your own people. Chicago is really that bad? Why the fuck are they number 24 on this list of 25 cities? In descending order, mind you. And I could be wrong, correct me, but there aren't any fucking gun shops within Chicago city limits. And as far as I don't know any black people that own any gun shops. I damn sure know there aren't any black people that manufacture them without a fucking doubt. When white people went to China and discovered that Chinese had discovered gunpowder, it was a fucking wrap. They immediately started figuring out a way how to weaponize that shit, and they controlled the manufacture of firearms ever since. So you tell me what's real. Chicago being the most violent city in the fucking country, or does white supremacy have plans for Chicago? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with that. You let me know what you think, because I think it's all bullshit. I don't believe nothing the mainstream media tells me. You can believe whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? I choose not to walk around with my fucking eyes closed. What Samuel say in fucking in the movie Pulp Fiction? You want to play blind man? You can go walk with the fucking shepherd. But my eyes are open.